Hey guys, Doug here with Tech Examine. Today's product is the Moga Ace Power Controller, and it retails for $79.99 from MogaAnywhere.com. You can also pick it up at select retailers like GameStop or Target. Now this works with your iPhone 5, your 5S, 5C, as well as your 5th gen iPod Touch, and the Moga Ace Power Controller is a full-feature controller with dual analog sticks, a full-range directional D-pad, tactile spring-loaded pressure-sensitive action buttons, and your triggers and bumpers. There's also a pause button on the front along with a sleep and wake button. There's also a battery button indicator, and near the bottom is a switch to enable phone charging while you play. Now the power controller has a built-in 1800 milliamp battery that powers the controller, but is going to share up to 75% of its charge with your phone or your iPod. Setting up is as simple as sliding the controller open, inserting the device into the cradle, and you'll notice one end is spring-loaded so you can fit your device in, and it will automatically clamp it down to hold it in place. They've included some inserts so this is fully compatible with your iPod Touch 5th gen, and you'll notice near the bottom they've incorporated a headphone jack, so it is a must for car rides when you don't want to disturb anyone around you. Charging your Moga Ace Power Controller is achieved by plugging it into the micro USB port, and the charge times are about 2 to 3 hours. Your battery life, of course, depends on your gaming, as well as whether you're using it to power your phone, but I noticed I got about 6 hours of heavy gaming before I needed to recharge it. Gaming on the Moga Ace Power Controller felt very natural. Now, I grew up on everything from Nintendo to Xbox, and the controller is very similar to that of the Xbox remote, but it also kind of reminded me a lot of my original PSP. The analog pads aren't raised like an Xbox, but they do function very naturally, and in most cases, I was able to use either one or the directional pad. Now, the directional pad did work in all 8 positions, and it had great feedback. The action buttons, again, were tactile and similar to other gaming remotes I've grown up with, and of course, they were spring-loaded and pressure-sensitive. Now, the L1 and R1 shoulder buttons felt good, but the L2 and R2 trigger buttons come up just a little bit short. They kind of felt close to the shoulder buttons, and they were a little awkward. And although they functioned flawlessly, they just were a little bit cumbersome to operate. Finding games that are compatible can easily be found on the Moga Anywhere website, where they have a complete list of fully compatible games. Now, although there are other games that may work, you just have to try and see. I really enjoyed the Moga Ace Power Controller, and although touchscreen gaming was intended to eliminate the need for a controller, I found myself missing out on games where having a controller is just so much easier since there are so many different functions. I enjoyed the racing games where my fingers weren't taking up the valuable real estate on the screen, and first-person shooters also felt more natural using the triggers of the Moga Ace Power Controller, and again, freed up my screen's real estate. Some of the flying games continue to use the accelerometer while incorporating the Moga Ace Power Controller for other game functions. So in short, I give the Moga Ace Power Controller 2 thumbs up. I've been wanting to try one forever, and this one really hit the mark. The price is very fair for a controller that acts as a battery backup, and there is no need to fumble with Bluetooth or Wi-Fi settings, and the ergonomics felt smooth and natural. Now, if you want to learn more or you want to see their Android controllers, then feel free to visit them at MogaAnywhere.com. If you like this video, please leave us a thumbs up, and please make sure you subscribe to our channel for more Tech Examined. As always, I'm going to see you in the next episode. Take care.